Today on Expedition Retirement, first up, how, when, and what amount does your financial advisor take out of your account in fees every year? Next, 3 magic questions every retiree should ask their financial advisor to watch them squirm. Finally, compared to your doctor, what hourly rate would you, or better yet, should you be paying for retirement advice? All that and so much more coming up on Expedition Retirement.
Welcome to Expedition Retirement with your host, Greg Ayler, the attorney and CEO of Golden Reserve, a financial retirement firm whose focus is helping retirees navigate the boulders of getting down retirement mountain safely. Greg is also a popular radio show host, and now it's time for Expedition Retirement.
Disney World. The obligatory family trip everyone feels like they have to deliver to avoid their child missing out on the happiest place on earth. Can we be honest? People don't look very happy there. They don't even look okay. They look angry and tired. And I get it. I experienced it with my oldest daughter, who had to ride the Seven Dwarfs Mine ride, so after 3 hours of waiting and sweating, surrounded by fanny packs and crying kids, this roller coaster ride lasted all of about 48 seconds. I was constantly hot and tired, but most of all, I had this unsettling feeling that I had no idea how much I was being charged for this very magical experience. You see, good old Walt came up with this great idea, which was to stop using cash and cards and just charge everything to your Mickey Mouse bracelet. What this means is you really have no idea how much anything costs or what is being charged. You just get scanned in like a can of beans at Kroger's every time you walk in a door or eat a meal, having no idea of the final bill. Now, not so ironically, this is exactly how the financial industry has set up their system. The sparkling entry fountains and the big screen TVs with streaming stock tickers like a fancy financial theme park. And instead of riding a 30-second roller coaster, you pay your advisor to put your entire life savings on a roller coaster for the next 30 years. But the real kicker is that instead of a Mickey Mouse bracelet charging you fees, you make it so much easier for Mr. Financial Advisor in his theme park. You just give him your account number, and he usually takes out around 1 or 2% a year. You don't know when it's pulled. It just disappears. He may even sell you some overpriced mutual funds that have even more fees and costs that, again, disappear without you knowing when or how much. At least with Disney, I know my overpriced lunch got my Lilybug a stuffed animal and a picture with Mickey. But if I bought a ticket to Morgan, Merrill, Eddie, Ray, Fisher, or Edelman's theme park and gave any of them my $500,000 IRA, they could be pulling out $10,000 a year. And really, what the heck am I getting in return? No stuffed animals, no pictures, just a 30-page statement that I have no idea how to read. Paying someone based on the zeros in your accounts versus the services they provide makes no sense. It's just an old, lazy, and most importantly, greedy system built to exploit middle and upper middle class Americans. Don't pay fees you don't understand. Don't pay fees if you don't know the exact dollar amount. And don't pay fees that don't match the value you receive. In short, don't let your guy or gal slap a 1% fee on your account for the next 30 years and end up starring as Goofy at your financial advisor's retirement theme park. I rest my case.
You've spent your entire life climbing up retirement mountain, saving, investing, filling up those IRAs, and maybe working with a financial advisor. You made it to the top. Finally, your journey is over. But is it? The most dangerous part is just beginning. Getting down retirement mountain without running out of money is the real challenge. No more paychecks, just boulders tumbling towards your life savings. You need a guide, a plan to avoid the biggest nest egg killers: taxes, market risk, fees, and long-term care costs. You need a roadmap. And that's where we come in. At Golden Reserve, we'll build you a personalized roadmap to get you down retirement mountain safely, which includes 4 incredibly important tools. First, the tax map. Our CPA teams build a strategic tax plan, potentially saving you thousands of dollars. Next, get a true look at how much money can go backwards in the market with our market flashlight. Third, our fee filter. Uncover the thousands of dollars in unnecessary fees you may be paying to your advisor or investments each year. Fourth, skyrocketing long-term care costs means you need our long-term care compass. Our team of attorneys can help protect your house and other assets from a nursing home tragedy. So don't risk your retirement. If you want to make sure your life savings are protected, call us in the next 15 minutes to get a personalized roadmap for retirement. No charge, no obligation. Again, for your complimentary roadmap, call us at 513-599-0000. or visit us at any one of our Cincinnati locations, including Kenwood, Covington, and Mason. Again, for those that have saved $250,000 or more for retirement, call us at 513-599-0000 or visit us online at getyourroadmap.com.
Joining us today on Expedition Retirement is Anna Christine, partner at Golden Reserve and attorney to help us navigate down Retirement Mountain. You ready?
I am so ready, Greg.
Well, the segment we're going to start off with today is called Behind Enemy Lines. And both of us have a little bit of experience on that front, right?
We do. We're
going to talk about how some of the financial advisors, what they do when no one's watching, what they're talking about, what they are really trying to accomplish, and hopefully shed some light on an industry that lives in the shadows.
Yeah, I'm about it. Let's do it.
So I guess let's start off with something that most people don't really understand, which is how the heck do they charge us?
Yeah, well, Greg, there are two ways that financial advisors can get paid, or that fees can come out of your retirement accounts. The first is usually that asset under management charge, right?
Yep.
Between 1% and 2% that's coming out of your retirement account to pay your financial advisor. The next type of fee is the fees you pay for the investments that were purchased for you in retirement. Things like mutual funds, variable annuities, they all have a cost, okay? So that can add up pretty quick.
So I know when I'm driving my car and I go to, get my oil change, they don't ask me how much my car costs before they provide the service. How do financial advisors get away with saying, you know what, based on the zeros on your bank account, as opposed to the services I provide, that's how I'm going to charge you?
It's a wild system, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy, but the reason that this keeps happening is it's relatively easy to do, right? That 1%, either the investment cost or the financial advisor cost, just comes out of your account. Right? And with the investment costs, sometimes you don't even see it leave because it is added to losses, right? Or subtracted from returns. So you don't even see that in your statement. How can you combat that and ask, hey, what's happening with my money here, when you don't even see where it's going?
Well, and with the market raging, it's people probably don't care as much, right? When the market's doing well over the last 10 years, you can kind of hide some of that stuff under the rug.
Yeah.
What about conflicts of interest? I feel like this could be a problem.
Well, it's a big conflict, right? Because your financial advisor wants your money in the market, wants your money in those mutual funds so they can continue to get paid. And so the reality is, what happens is they scare you, right? They say, oh, got to leave that money in the market, inflation's going up, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or
go ahead.
Or they say something like, oh, let's not do any tax planning, right? Because that would mean taking money out of those accounts. It means a pay cut for them.
So if you enjoy your money in retirement, they take a pay cut, which makes a lot of sense. If you use conservative investments, they take a pay cut. So the only option for most retirees, is what I'm hearing, is keep it in the market so I can keep getting my 1%.
Absolutely.
If you are trying to figure out what conflict of interest may be hiding between your financial advisor's fees and you enjoying your hard-earned retirement dollars, we have something for everyone listening. We call it our fee filter. Our fee filter will break down what you are paying every year in advisor fees and investment fees, and is part of every complimentary roadmap for retirement that we build. Our roadmap also includes a breakdown of market risk, IRA taxes owed, and long-term care planning legal strategies. This roadmap could change your retirement. For the first 5 callers with more than $250,000 saved for retirement, we will sit down with you, assess your situation, and build your personalized roadmap at no charge. Just call right now, 513-599-0000. That's 513-599-0000, or go online to getyourroadmap.com. We know that a lot of times it doesn't feel like a lot. Oh, they're only charging me 1%, or I'm paying a couple percent in taxes each year. But over a 30-year retirement, that can really add up. So we like to take some time in this segment, we call it Make-A-Wish, Anna, where we can think, what could we actually enjoy in retirement as opposed to overpaying maybe Uncle Sam or your financial advisor.
Right.
And I understand you might have a story to share.
Yeah, so I had seen a client and they were with Edward Jones, and I look at their statements and they've got $1.5 million in A-share mutual funds. So those are expensive, and they had $183 $3,000 in a variable annuity, all right? And so when I broke everything down, they had paid $28,000 for those A shares. There was another $24,000 in reoccurring costs, and the variable annuity was costing them $3,480. And so a year, first year, $55,000 that these people paid their financial advisor for those investments. And worse, the reoccurring cost was going to be about $42,000 every single year. So you think about that.
Wow.
A 10-year retirement, right? $424,000. That's almost $500,000. You think of a 20-year retirement, $850,000. I mean, this is real money coming out of your accounts. And that's a really egregious example. But the fact of the matter is, we see these egregious examples every single day in what we do.
I think that's what gets missed, because at the end of the day, people trust their financial advisors. It's usually their neighbor or someone they go to church with, or Kiwanis, or any of these clubs, and they have this relationship where they don't want to ask the hard questions of how much am I charging, or what do you get paid, because it's too uncomfortable. And I think as long as they're making a little bit of money, they brush under the rug. But when we do the math, I think people will have to start to recognize this is too much.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Now, you know, what could people do with this money? Let's play the game. You know, if someone has in 10 years $500,000, I mean, what are some of the things that somebody could enjoy?
I mean, hey, if you live in Ohio and you want to go down to the beach for about 3 months in the winter, that could probably do it. A really, really nice condo too.
Every year, right? I mean, every year. I mean, these are real things that I think people can actually embrace. When you put it in dollars and cents and then talk about, hey, make a wish. What could you do with this money? Your grandkids, your family. I think it starts to really sink in. Now,
absolutely.
There's other pay cuts. Tell us a little bit about some of the tax avoidance that happens in this same system.
Well, right. So financial advisor is relying on their 1% fee, right? Or maybe even more. And so if they do any tax planning for you, that's going to take money out of those accounts, maybe reinvest them into something safer, or maybe you do a dream, right?
Yeah.
Your wishes, your things that you want to do in retirement. What does that do to the financial advisor's assets under management? It reduces them, so they take a pay cut. That's why they don't want to do it.
So break that down. I know we use the term tax planning. What does tax planning mean for Golden Reserve and folks like you when you're helping someone out with their IRA or 401k?
Yeah, tax planning is taking a look and making sure that we're avoiding two tax traps, which is the widow's penalty and the kiddo's penalty. What do those mean? Just means when you're retired and you've got low income tax rates and you're still married, you're going to be at a really low income tax rate. So pulling money out at that time is going to cost less than when one spouse passes away and suddenly that spouse is a single filer. Your tax liability goes up by about double. Don't even talk about when it goes to the kids. Your tax liability may be 30%, 40% for your family, right?
So that makes a lot of sense. So these pay cuts that we talk about giving Uncle Sam or the financial advisor goes back to that conflict of interest you brought up in the first segment, which is, you know, they take a pay cut if you have conservative investments. Your financial advisor takes a pay cut for conservative investments. They take a pay cut if you pay taxes ahead of time, which could be the best thing for you and your family.
Correct.
Or, you know, like you said, maybe you take money out of the market. All these things relate to them, their 1% fee getting smaller, which is something that people need to think about in their retirement, Anna.
Absolutely.
Now, if you want to know what it would look like using your own plan versus Uncle Sam's plan for your IRA dollars, then you need a tax map. If you want to figure out what you are paying in fees to your advisor and on your investments every year, you need a fee filter. The tax map and fee filter are included in every complimentary roadmap for retirement that we build. In addition to handling taxes and fees, our roadmap also includes a breakdown of market risk and long-term care planning strategies. Do not delay. This could be the most important decision you make in your retirement. For the first 5 callers with more than $250,000 saved for retirement, we will sit down with you, assess your situation, and build your personalized roadmap at no charge. Just call right now, 513-599-0000. That's 513-599-0000, or go online to getyourroadmap.com. My recent Amazon best-selling book, Fire Your Financial Advisor, inspired our next segment that we call Fight Back. This is a segment built to show us how we can fight back against an industry that has exploited retirees for way too long. Anna, can you help us out here?
I certainly can.
One of my favorite things to do is to ask the hard questions. So what are 3 hard questions that can help retirees fight back when it comes to their retirement?
Well, I think the first very important question is, can you break down how we're going to de-tax my IRA? How are we going to get that money out now that, we have money in there?
Well, I think it's interesting that everyone tells you to put money in, right? Put money in your 401k,
Right.
just put it in, shovel it in, all, 30 years, put it in. But no one takes any time to show you how and when to take it out other than,
No.
hey, just wait till 73.
Right. And if your advisor says that, I would say red flag time, because if he says wait till you're 73, he's just going by Uncle Sam's plan, and that is not the best plan for you.
And I think when you ask these questions, you got to follow up with other questions. Don't let them off the hook because they all have great, quick answers, right? Almost
Right.
every financial advisor is amazing at playing defense to some of these hard questions. What are some other follow-up questions here that you think you could dig in? If they start to squirm and say, well, we can talk to the accountant, or, you don't have to wait until 73,
Yeah.
how would you ask a follow-up question?
How much should I take out of my IRA so that my family has the least amount of tax liability? That's one question that you can ask. You can ask them also, do you have a plan? Do you have a plan that you're going to help me out with, not after, the first of the year, not at April 15th, but what are we doing the year prior in order to ensure that I'm properly set up in terms of taxes?
I think those are some great follow-up questions. Can we get another question from you? What else should we ask them? I'd love to see them squirm. What else you got?
Absolutely. What are my annual fees? And with this, don't let them off the hook when they say 1% or 1.25. What's the actual number of fees that I'm paying? What's that number?
Well, and I think it's important, too, to make that number real, which is whatever they say annually,
Right.
times that by 20. That's how much it will cost you over an entire retirement or over 30 years. Because that's the context most people need to understand is this worth it? Are the fees I'm paying my advisor, am I getting the services back? What about some
Right.
other ways to dig in? What about investment fees?
Right. What am I paying for these investments that you've purchased for me in retirement? What are the costs associated with those? Please break those down. And please don't refer me to my statement because we both know that you barely understand that. And I'm certainly not going to understand that. So please, please let me know in actual dollars what these investments are costing me.
I think it's a great way to look at it. I have mutual funds, I have variable annuities. Break out the cost for each for me so I can see what my total cost is in terms of your entire retirement plan. I think that it's so important for people
Absolutely.
to, have a starting block when they start attacking, whether or not their financial advisor is doing a good job.
Right, right.
The third question?
It is, can you provide an outline of the services that you are doing for me? And you really have to dig deep here because they may talk about, an income plan or budget or whatever. But drill down. Are they doing anything more for you than just picking investments?
Are they doing your tax returns? Are they building a tax map? Are they helping you build a legal plan?
Right.
Do they have these attorneys or CPAs on staff? These are the follow-up questions that matter. And I love the way you phrased the fight back segment of the 3 questions that can make them squirm. I bet you they're squirming.
Right. Sure.
If you want real deliverables, real work being done for your family, and real protection versus confusing, long-winded answers that go nowhere, then you need a roadmap for retirement. Our roadmap includes a plan for your IRA, taxes, fees, market risk, and long-term care planning legal strategies that we put together with our CPA and attorney teams. This is the second opinion you've been looking for to help give you the confidence that you can retire and safely enjoy the next 25 years. For the first 5 callers with more than $250,000 saved for retirement, we will sit down with you, assess your situation, and build your personalized roadmap at no charge. Just call right now, 513-599-0000. That's 513-599-0000, or go online to getyourroadmap.com. Well, this is our By the Numbers segment where we're going to break down hourly rates for a number of different type of professions out there so we can see where the value is and what the value of your financial advisor may or may not be.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, let's fire it up. So when we think of the average handyman, what is the
Right.
hourly rate you think it is?
I don't know, $40?
40 bucks? Let's see here. $50 an hour.
$50 an hour.
All right.
Okay.
Let me try one.
Plumber.
Plumber? I'm going to say $150 an hour, maybe? 100?
Okay.
What do you think? 200?
They're expensive.
$100 an hour. All right. All right. Let's keep this going. Lawyers.
Gotta be expensive.
You're a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. We have to get this one right.
I know, right? $250?
I was $230. $230.
Okay.
It's like Price is Right.
I
went
close.
over. $238 an hour. All right. All right. Here we go. An ER doctor. All right. Wow. That's going to be more expensive than an attorney.
I'd say like $1,000.
I like 1,000. Let's go with 1,000.
Yeah.
All right. 750.
Okay.
You were close.
Yeah.
Now, last but not least, financial advisors.
I wonder how we break that down. Well,
what do you think? Is it 1,000? 500? 200? Is it worth more than a doctor?
probably not. I would imagine not. But let's do a little breakdown.
Here we go.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
2,875. So you put this together, Anna, for me to play this game.
Right.
I'm guessing a lot of people are like, I don't buy it.
How does this happen? Well, that's a very good question. So first, think about it, right? You've got your financial advisor, and it's anywhere between a 1% to 2% fee. So let's go with like Eddie Jones, a 1.3% fee, okay? And so if you have a $500,000 retirement account, that's $6,500, right, every year. And we've also got to factor in the costs of those investments that they've sold you. So if it's $500,000 that you have and you're getting 1% for the cost of investments, that's another $5,000. So all in, every year, you're paying $11,500. Well, if we think about it, and Edward Jones brags like, oh, we've got, 1,000 clients that we service. Let's say a financial advisor is working 2,000 hours a year, all right? Yeah.
Serious? All right.
Yeah.
We're going to
all
right. All right.
We can say maybe you're getting 2 hours if they've got 1,000 clients. Maybe if they only have 500, right? Maybe 2,000 divided by 500, that's 4 hours. So maybe you're getting 4 hours from your financial advisor.
So if your financial advisor has 500 clients, you're most likely getting roughly 4 hours per year of service.
Right. So let's take that number that we got in the beginning, 11,500 divided by 4, that's 2,875 per hour.
I just can't get my head around paying a financial advisor 4 times the amount of a doctor. I just can't. Thank you so much, Anna. It was a big help. If you are ready to stop taking a pay cut on your own retirement dollars and start handing them out, you need a fee filter to start the process to figure out what is being taken out of your life savings every year without your knowledge. Our roadmap, in addition to a fee analysis, includes a plan for your IRA taxes, market risk, and long-term care planning legal strategies. The 1980s are over, and it is time the financial advisor stops exploiting your retirement accounts, and it is time so you take back control of your finances by getting a roadmap for retirement. For the first 5 callers with more than $250,000 saved for retirement, we will sit down with you, assess your situation, and build your personalized roadmap at no charge. Just call right now, 513-599-0000. That's 513-599-0000. 0000, or go online to getyourroadmap.com. We've spent this entire show answering your questions, and I have a few for you at home right now. Are you in or near retirement? Are you unsure if you're on the right path? Did you use the same plan that got you to retirement to try to make it through retirement? Are you concerned that maybe you're paying too much in taxes, or maybe fees for investments, or fees to your advisors? Or mostly, are you concerned that you don't have the right plan to help you navigate retirement safely when it comes to income and not running out of money retirement? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you need a roadmap for retirement. And when we put this thing together, we did a lot of things that a lot of the industry has ignored for too long. We've included CPAs and attorneys to help us put this together for each of you, because it's not just about investments. It's about retirement, and sometimes you need other professionals involved to make sure that we can address the 4 largest risks in retirement from all angles, not just the financial angle. Now, when we put together our roadmap, we're thinking about the 4 major risks: taxes, market risk, fees, and long-term care. When we start off with the tax map, we're going to help you understand when and how much to take out of your IRA so you maximize tax savings and minimize that exposure that Uncle Sam may be taking too much. Next up, we have the market flashlight. What percentage of your assets are at risk? What could go backwards? What is it in real dollars, not just percentages? And what adjustments could you make to make your life a little easier? When it comes to your fee filter, we talked about that a lot today with Anna. What are you paying in investment fees and what are you paying in advisor fees? Not just this year, but over the course of all of retirement. And then our last tool here, long-term care. We're going to sit down with our attorneys and see what legal options are out there to protect you against the largest risk in retirement, which is going into a long-term care facility or a nursing home. These costs are ranging in Ohio over $100,000 a year. And we want to make sure we have a plan in place. And a lot of times, a lot of legal strategies out there can really help retirees. By doing that, we can establish an income tent and then our allocation strategy, which is called our golden portfolio system, to show you where your assets should go. At the end of the day, you get a great summary that breaks down not just your concerns, your goals, everything that's going on, your costs of retirement for each year, but also what we like to do is show you where you're at right now. Are there cracks, areas you should be concerned? If so, we mark it with a red flag. And we don't stop there. We then take it to the next level and say afterwards, here's how we would fix it. We're not just going to point at problems, we're going to solve them and try to get all of these major four risks, taxes, market, fees, and long-term care green for you and your family. If hearing me talk about the roadmap for the last few minutes didn't get you curious or excited about the different tools and services we provide retirees, then no worries, I wish you luck. But if you see how this could really make a difference between you making it through retirement safely versus stumbling down retirement mountain filled with worry and uncertainty, then let me help you get started. You need a Golden Reserve roadmap for retirement. For the first 5 callers with more than $250,000 saved for retirement, we will sit down with you, assess your situation, and build your personalized roadmap at no charge. Just call right now, 513-599-0000. That's 513-599-0000, or go online to getyourroadmap.com.
You've spent your entire life climbing up retirement mountain, saving, investing, filling up those IRAs, and maybe working with a financial advisor. You made it to the top. Finally, your journey is over. But is it? The most dangerous part is just beginning. Getting down retirement mountain without running out of money is the real challenge. No more paychecks, just boulders tumbling towards your life savings. You need a guide, a plan to avoid the biggest nest egg killers: taxes, market risk, fees, and long-term care costs. You need a roadmap. And that's where we come in. At Golden Reserve, we'll build you a personalized roadmap to get you down retirement mountain safely, which includes 4 incredibly important tools. First, the tax map. Our CPA teams build a strategic tax plan, potentially saving you thousands of dollars. Next, get a true look at how much money can go backwards in the market with our market flashlight. Third, our fee filter. Uncover the thousands of dollars in unnecessary fees you may be paying to your advisor or investments each year. Fourth, skyrocketing long-term care costs means you need our long-term care compass. Our team of attorneys can help protect your house and other assets from a nursing home tragedy. So don't risk your retirement. If you want to make sure your life savings are protected, call us in the next 15 minutes to get a personalized roadmap for retirement. No charge, no obligation. Again, for your complimentary roadmap, call us at 513-599-0000 or visit us at any one of our Cincinnati locations, including Kenwood, Covington, and Mason. Call us at 513-599-0000 or visit us online at getyourroadmap.com.